Hey folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. Glad to be with you. BangTheBook.com. As always, focused on NFL action. Week 16. There are monster games with playoff ramification, but there are games that are on the betting board that are every bit as important because there's a number on. And a game that means nothing, except to the people that bet it, is Jacksonville at Atlanta. And we're sitting here and we're staring at Atlanta as a 7-point favorite. I think as a number could get to 7.5. I really do believe that. And the total on the game, let's call 46.5 the consensus total. Last week, Jacksonville comes back in the second half against the Raiders. They got help from the officials. Cardinal did kneel down, surrendered himself in bounds. They should have run the clock. They stopped the clock, kept the game alive. To their credit, Minshew went down the field, and they won the game, and they beat the Raiders. Here's the deal. I think they've run for the bus. They did win that game last week. There was a weird pall over that game. Last game in Oakland, it was a weird dynamic in the second half. But I got to tell you, I think Marone's kind of a dead man walking coach on the sidelines for this team. But on the other side, Quinn, who everybody thought was toast on a stick, maybe would get fired at the bye week. This team has responded Atlanta for Quinn. They're playing hard for him. They are trying to save this guy's job. And all they've done is come back and they've beaten the likes of New Orleans. And then they win at San Francisco dramatically. Could it be a letdown? I think, sure. Last play of the game, Julio Jones gets the touchdown. The bottom line is they're running the ball. Even though Ridley's out, Atlanta is going up and down the field. Austin Hooper, don't sleep on him. Back in the lineup, big red zone weapon for Matt Ryan. It's all about motivation here. Atlanta's closing the season out like they care. They're playing for their coach, really trying to make a case to their owner that they want to keep their head coach. I think they're the more motivated team playing at a higher level. I think Jacksonville is literally, they're counting the days. They'll be a week away from this season being over with. It's a game that doesn't matter in the standings, but it could matter to your wallet. I think absolutely Atlanta is the side when they host Jacksonville Sunday in the NFL. Listen to the Sports Betting Podcast with our pal Adam Burke. I join Adam each and every Tuesday. Always invite you to follow me along on Twitter at Brian Blessing and right here at Bang the Book.